Hello everyone, welcome to my third video lecture on infinite series. In this lecture, we shall be discussing about the series of positive terms. I have already told you in the first video that in this chapter we are going to consider two types of series. The first one is the series in which all the terms are positive. So that is called as the series of positive terms, and the second one is the series which contains the alternatively positive and negative terms, which is known as the alternating series. So the first one we are now considering for our discussion. As I have told you, a series summation un in which all the terms are positive is said to be a series of positive terms. These are the simplest and most important type of series because the sequence of their partial sum. If we consider the sequence of partial sums in this type of series, there is the series of positive terms, that is sequence Sn, it is the sequence of partial sums. For this type of series, the sequence of partial sums will be monotonically increasing. They will be monotonically increasing. That is an important remark we have to consider here. Monotonically increasing, because the series is having only the positive terms, therefore the terms will be growing, and thereby the sequence of partial sums will be monotonically increasing. As they are monotonically increasing, the sequence can either be, when the sequence is monotonically increasing, it can either be convergent or it diverges to plus infinity. So only two types of possibilities are there. The first possibility is that the sequence Sn, that is the sequence of partial sums, can converge or it can diverge to plus infinity. So this implies the given series summation un can either converge or it can diverge to plus infinity. So only two types of nature the series of positive terms will exhibit. That is, as far as the series of positive terms are concerned, testing the nature of the series is nothing but it is to show that whether the series is convergent or the series is divergent. There is no question of having the oscillatory nature for the series of positive terms. Now we shall consider a particular type of a series of positive terms, and that is geometric series. So first we are considering the geometric series as a particular example of the series of positive terms. Geometric series, here we are having one important result in the form of a theorem. The geometric series, the I will write directly GS, the geometric series 1 plus R plus R square plus dot 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 converges in the notation form. How to write it? As summation of r to the power n minus 1, n running from 1 to infinity. So this is the geometric series. It converges, so nature we are telling here, it converges for r less than 1 and diverges. This is very important information we are going to prove now. So whenever we have the geometric series, this type of series in hand, the nature we can directly write down that the series converges if r is less than 1 and it diverges to particularly infinity, plus infinity, for r greater than 1 and even when it is equal to 1. So this result we shall prove now. It is a simple proof we are having. We will be considering three cases here depending upon the values of r. So let us consider the case number first, in which we will consider the values of r which are r less than 1, the first category, the first case we are considering, and the values of r will be definitely greater than or equal to 0. So for the values of r which are lying in between 0 and 1, what happens to the series we shall check now. So let us write down the nth partial sum by looking at this. So clearly nth partial sum in this case, by looking at this, the nth partial sum will be the sum of first n terms. First term is 1, the second term is r, third term is r square, dot dot dot. The nth term will be r to the power of 1 less, that is n minus 1. For the first term it is r to the power of 0, for the second term it is r to the power of 1, for the third term it is r to the power of 3 minus 1, that is 2. For the nth term it should be r to the power of n minus 1, be the nth partial sum. This is what? This is the nth partial sum. Nth partial sum we are considering for the given series, which is the geometric series particularly. Now as per the definition of the geometric progression, it is a geometric progression with the first term as 1 and the common ratio as r, sum of n terms of the geometric progression. We have one important formula, sum of n terms of a geometric progression is simply 1 minus r raised to n divided by 1 minus r. So by using this formula, what happens to this? If we can simplify by separately dividing, that is 1 divided by 1 minus r minus r raised to n, that is the second term, r raised to n divided by 1 minus r. We are observing here r is a number which is less than 1. R is a number, the case we are considering, r is a number less than 1. Therefore 1 minus r is a positive quantity. So this entire thing is a positive quantity. So from this we are subtracting something to get Sn. So therefore Sn is always less than or equal to 1 divided by 1 minus r for all n. For all values of n, this is going to be positive. It will become 0 when r is equal to 0. In that case, Sn will be exactly equal to 1 divided by 1 minus r, that is the first term. For other values of r, this will be positive, therefore this total thing will be positive, and Sn is equal to this quantity minus something. Therefore Sn is always less than or equal to this quantity. So that is 1 divided by 1 minus r for every n. So this implies the sequence Sn is bounded above. This is very important remark I am writing over here. By looking at this, the sequence Sn is bounded above. And we know one important thing, that the sequence of positive term is always monotonically increasing. A monotonically increasing sequence which is bounded above is always convergent. We know that sequence Sn is monotonically increasing because of our discussion on a series of positive terms we have already considered in the beginning of this video. So by that, the sequence is monotonically increasing and it is bounded, hence the sequence Sn is convergent. By one of the important theorems on sequences, we can say that the sequence of n partial sums is convergent. When the sequence of partial sums is convergent, this implies the given series is convergent. What is the given series? That is the geometric series is convergent, and it is for the particular value r less than 1. So this is the first case we have proved. Now let us consider case number 2. Case number 2, where we will be considering the value of r equal to 1. So particularly when r equal to 1, what happens? That is, we have to check for r greater than 1 and even equal to 1. So we are considering r equal to 1 in the case number 2 that we are discussing now. For r equal to 1, the given series becomes, what happens to the given series? It is 1 plus, in fact the given series is available here, 1 plus r square, like this. So wherever r is there, if we write 1, the series becomes 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus dot dot dot, like that. So it is simply 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus dot dot dot. It goes like that. So from this series, it implies the first partial sum s1 is 1, the second partial sum s2 is the sum of first two terms, that is 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2. The third partial sum s3 will be 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is equal to 3. In general, sn will be n. Therefore, the sequence of partial sums sn is equal to the sequence n, which is always an unbounded sequence. It is not bounded, it goes on increasing, is not bounded, above. So this sequence is not bounded above because it is having the values of 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma dot dot dot. Therefore it is not bounded above, but sequence sn is already monotonically increasing, and it is bounded, it is not bounded above. This implies sequence sn this sequence diverges to infinity, particularly the plus infinity. So when the sequence of partial sums diverges to plus infinity, it implies the given series, which is the geometric series, also diverges to plus infinity. So the second part we have proved. Now let us consider the last case, that is the case number 3, in which the values of r are considered to be greater than 1. So for the values of r greater than 1, it implies that every term of sn. So what is sn? Sn is the sum of the nth partial sum. So every term of sn after the first term is greater than 1. This is an important information. We have to consider it now. So what is happening for r equal to 1, sn, that is the nth partial sum of this series, will have the terms in such a way that after the first term will be 1, but after the first term every term is going to be greater than 1. That implies sn is greater than n for every n. So this implies when sn is greater than n for every n, this implies the sequence of the partial sums is not bounded above again, and we know that the sequence the sequence sn is monotonically increasing, and it is not bounded above. Therefore it implies that the sequence sn is divergent, and it diverges to plus infinity. When the sequence diverges to plus infinity, the underlying series, the given series, that is 1 plus r square plus dot dot dot, that is the geometric series, also diverges to plus infinity. So this is the third part of the theorem we have proved. Hence we can conclude, hence the geometric series is two types of nature: convergent if r is less than 1, it is divergent and particularly diverges to plus infinity if r is greater than 1 and even equal to 1. So for these values of r, the geometric series behaves like either convergent or divergent. So this completes the proof of an important result. Thank you.